Imagine waking up to the whole world celebrating your engagement, to a proposal you don't even remember. I woke up to the sound of my phone vibrating nonstop, and at first I thought it was some group chat blowing up, but when I opened my screen, I froze because I had hundreds of messages pouring in from friends, relatives, coworkers, even people I barely remembered, and every single one said the same thing. Congratulations on your engagement. Engagement to who, when, how. I sat up so fast I felt dizzy, and then I saw it, the photo everyone was sharing online. A picture of me sitting on a hill by the lake, Arjun kneeling in front of me holding a ring, and my hands covering my face as if I were crying from happiness, the sky golden behind us, the moment, perfect, magical, unforgettable. Except I didn't remember it, because it never happened. My heart pounded as I stared at that photo zooming in on my face, on the ring, on everything looking for something, anything wrong, but it looked real too real. Like a memory stolen from a life that wasn't mine. I called Arjun immediately, and before I could say anything, he laughed softly and said, "So you finally saw it. I've been waiting for you to call." My breath stopped. He actually thought it happened. He said he proposed last night after our long walk by the lake, while the stars were reflecting on the water, and I had cried and hugged him and said yes, and we took photos, and he posted one because he couldn't hold the excitement anymore, and I kept whispering, "Arjun, this never happened. I wasn't with you last night, I was home." But he insisted. He sounded hurt, confused, certain, and that scared me more than anything. I went to meet him, and when he looked into my eyes, he wasn't lying. He genuinely believed the proposal happened, and that terrified me, because if the photo was fake, who made it, and why convince my own boyfriend of a moment he never lived? That's when I noticed the small reflection in the water beside us and the image blurred but familiar. A silhouette holding a phone, the posture, the hair, the slight tilt of the head, and my chest tightened because it looked like Ria, my best friend. I needed answers, so I went to her apartment, and she welcomed me with this overdone excitement, hugging me too tightly, congratulating me again, and when I pulled back, she wouldn't meet my eyes. I showed her the photo. She blinked too slowly. She said, "Wow, it looks beautiful." But I wasn't asking for admiration. I was asking for truth, and when I pressed her, she snapped just a little. Not enough to be obvious, but enough to crack her calm, and she said something that made my skin crawl. She said, "Maybe this is what the world already expects from you and Arjun. Maybe you should just accept it. Accept a fake engagement. Accept a life that wasn't mine." My voice trembled when I asked her why it mattered so much to her, and she bit her lip the way she always did when she was hiding something. And then she whispered, "You always get everything without trying, and sometimes I wonder what would happen if life pushed you into something you didn't plan." That's when I knew. She had done this. She had deep faked my life. I confronted her, and she broke completely, tears spilling down her cheeks as she admitted she wanted to test my honesty, to see if I'd play along, to see if I'd accept something the world already believed, to see if I'd prove I was the person she always imagined, not the person I actually was. She said it was just an experiment, just harmless curiosity, just a push. But this wasn't harmless, it was invasive, twisted, cruel, using technology to rewrite my reality, to manipulate my relationship, to create memories that didn't exist, and she didn't even look sorry. She looked scared of losing me, not guilty about what she had done. I walked out, not answering her calls, not responding to her messages, not letting her rewrite the story again, and I went to Arjun and told him everything, and it took time. But he believed me because the truth between two people is stronger than a lie, crafted by someone who wanted control. Together we reported it, and the authorities handled the rest, and I learned something that day, something I never forgot. You can lose yourself so easily when someone else starts editing your life, and sometimes the most powerful thing you can do